Hi guys, welcome. Thank you for being a part of this activation, this experience that Logística Creativa is creating, and that I think it's very valuable to get out of our comfort zone. Even though we're at home and we're bored, it's harsh times, but it doesn't mean that we have to eat non-tasty food or just like whatever we eat all throughout the day. It's good to give it a change, and today we're gonna prepare some ceviche. Okay, this is a crossover in between Mexican and Peruvian ceviche because we're using tiger's milk or leche de tigre, which is a traditional Peruvian preparation or marinade when it comes to their ceviche. But we're gonna do it with a bunch of fruit and some veggies and whatever you can find lying around there. You're gonna have your recipe written down, but that doesn't mean that you have to use, an avocado. If you have carrots and you wanna add carrots, just add them. It's whatever you have on your pantry that's gonna make this ceviche unique. We're gonna have to follow some very precise steps while doing this. Get any sort of white fish, which is great for ceviche, and it's gonna have a thick side and a flat side. That's sort of how the fillet goes alongside the fish. The plump and meaty and fat side we're gonna use for the ceviche. We're gonna cube, we're gonna marinate in lemon juice, then we're gonna take it out of that lemon juice, and then we're gonna mix it with the vegetables. And at the end of it, we're gonna add the tiger's milk. The flat side, we can also chop and add to the ceviche. In this case, we're gonna use it for the tiger's milk. We're gonna blitz it. We're gonna get to that in a minute. The main thing is that you distinguish these two parts of the fish that you can clearly see. Let's get started building our beautiful ceviche. Thanks again, guys. We have here our cubed fish. This is for the ceviche, and this little thin side of the belly of the fillet of the fish. We're gonna have it right here for our tiger's milk. If you have a bigger blender at home, use your whatever blender you have. I have this one, and I'm gonna start putting all my ingredients there, blitz it, and then pass it through this fine sieve, and then preserve it cold. But first, I'm gonna marinate my fish for the ceviche. I'm gonna add this lemon juice into my bowl with my cut fish for the ceviche, and I'm gonna marinate it from 30 minutes to 2 hours. If you have 2 hours in advance, you can do it. If you only have 30 minutes, it's fine. There's some people that don't like raw fish, like the texture. I do, so I'm only gonna marinate it for like half an hour, and then mix it with the rest of the veggies, add my tiger's milk, and enjoy. I'm just gonna explain to you how the tiger's milk is gonna work. We're gonna add our fish, the whitest part of the red onion. I know it sounds weird, but I mean this. The very, very center, the core of it. Some celery, those tender leaves. Ginger, a piece the size of my thumb. Roasted garlic clove that I'm charring a little bit on my grill. And my ají or my chili, which I'm also burning a little bit to give that depth of flavor. Let's get into that and we'll talk later. Guys, so let's just double back and review our leche de tigre, tiger's milk, before we do it. So in the blender I have water. I'm gonna add my lemon juice. Remember ice. Let's start with one piece. Our fish, chili, celery, coriander stems, the core of the red onion, our piece of ginger, and roasted garlic. All this will go in, we'll blitz it, we'll pass it through a fine sieve, we'll preserve it cold in the fridge till we are ready to start the plating of our ceviche. After that, we're gonna cut all of our vegetables. Tiger's milk is in the fridge, getting cold, getting ready. We're gonna chop all of our veggies. Julienne of the red onion, that means just like straight, like feather, like strips. Cubes of avocado, cubes of mango, or any fruit you have lying around. I'm gonna garnish with some chili, very, very finely sliced. Coriander leaf. In your recipe, you have either cashews or peanuts. Here I have my cashews toasted already, very low and slow in a pan. And I just think it adds a beautiful texture. Let's chop everything. We can also garnish with some chopped ginger. Very, very, very tiny. Guys, so after everything we've done, we should end up with these items, right? So we have our salt and our pepper, just to give it final seasoning. Cashews or peanuts that we have toasted and crushed. All of our fruits, veggies, whatever is going to be the part of the garnish of our ceviche. Our fish. Tiger's milk might end up with a bit of foam. We can just use a spoon to discard it and it'll be totally fine. I'm just gonna mix it all because it's more flavor and more quantity. Remember, we're not kind of wasting anything at the moment. So let's use everything and start the plating. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, so here we have it. Our ceviche crossover between Mexican and Peruvian. I hope that you can tune in with us with all the recipes that we're going to be doing with you at home. And thank you very, very, very much. Enjoy.